what we can do is we can practice part 1 only for today. Okay. So I'll begin with Rajinder. What is the meaning of your name? You need to unmute yourself, dear.
Ma'am, yet I don't know what is the meaning of my name.
Okay. You can give this answer. No worries. You don't know it, you can give this answer. That you don't know the meaning of your name, that's completely okay. But you need to frame it in a better way. You can say that, well, at this point of time, I've never thought of what the real meaning of my name is, but I can guess that Rajinder means something which is related to queens, kings, or something which is related to gods. You can say something like that, okay? So I would like to ask Aditi now. Aditi, what is the meaning of your name?
Well, the meaning of my name is freedom. Apart from this, if I talk about the Hindi rituals, Aditi was the lady, or she was the goddess who gives birth to every god, including Lord Sun.
Perfect. That was a great answer. Okay, moving on to our next question. Kanika, this is for you. Do you think modern generation ignores elders?
Yes, I believe the statement. The increasing number of old age homes have proved this point. And moreover, their increasing perspective about their career have also urged them to move to another countries, thereby separating themselves from their parents.
Okay, so I would like to tell this to everybody. The question is, do you think modern generation ignores elders? So this is the question, says that what you think, what is your perspective? So definitely you could start the answer by using the word I personally believe, I opinionate, according to my perspective. So these could be the words that you could use, because the question says what you think, do you think? So you need to say this is my perspective, this is my opinion to things. So you could use such words. Okay. Okay, let's move on to Sakshi now. Sakshi, you need to give me the answer to the question. Do you think modern generation ignores elders? Till then, Rajinder and Aditi, please think of the answer. Sakshi is giving me the answer. Do you think modern generation ignores elders?
Ma'am, in my opinion, I think yes, they do. Because basically what happens is that the elder generation, means the older generation, transfers their value system to the younger generation, which is not happening now due to the busy schedule. Right? Everybody is working. We are in a nuclear family, so they're not getting time. They're not finding time to help the children to know those values, to get in touch with elders, means grandparents, and to do all those things. For our grandparents also, if we talk about elders, they are also busy in themselves these days. They're finding
That's it. This is part 1. That's it. So try using the words like you know. You don't have to use these words, you know. And again, you can use like this is my perspective. That was good. Like your answer was good. You could use more connectors. Rest, the answer was like perfectly framed. Okay, Rajinder, you need to give me the answer to this question. Do you think that the modern generation ignores elders? Rajinder, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please give me the answer.
Well, ma'am, according to my point of view, mostly elderly people ignore their old ones. Because now they have their own busy schedule.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So
Sorry,
now
ma'am, I have no.
yes, you speaking something? Yes, yes, go ahead. I don't know why you've switched off your screen. It's okay, you can come on screen. Don't worry. Okay.
Ma'am, I have no answer of the question.
You have no answer to this question? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll let me give you a sample answer to this. Like, if this question is being asked to me, what will I say? Do you think modern generation ignores elders? First of all, I would like to add a word to your vocabulary, that is in the contemporary world. If someone says about this modern era that we're living in, we can use the word contemporary. And if we'll talk about the older times, then the word would be conventional. In the conventional times, that means in the older times. So I would like, because the question is saying in the modern generation, that means I need to have some word which is going to synonymize this modern generation. And I'm going to synonymize it with the word which is in the contemporary world, in the contemporary era. So in the contemporary era, I personally believe that elders are being ignored by the younger generations that are clearly more interested in amassing more and more materialistic possessions rather than running behind the world of human possessions that included humanity, mankind, and looking for good deeds and helping out the elders. Furthermore, I would like to mention that in my locality, I have come across certain people that certain people who have just sent their elders to some old homage houses because they were feeling irritated and they were not able to make them the part of the family because they felt that they were creating a disturbance or hindrance between their among their personal lives or in their personal lives. So this could be the answer to this question. So this is like where I'm using the perfect vocabulary, not the perfect one, but I'm trying to include the vocabulary and connectors, and I'm synonymizing the question also. Do you think modern generation includes elders? So elders could be, you could look for other words for elders also. You can't say elders in for the whole answer. Obviously, you have to look for words for that also. I hope I'm clear to everybody. Hmm? Okay.
Yes.
Next question. Living in a single house or in a flat or in an apartment, which you think is better? Living in a single house, in a flat, in an apartment, which you think is better? Think of your answer. Sakshi, I'll be having the answer from you first.
I have a doubt.
Who has a doubt? Aditi? Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
I just wanted to be clear that what is the main difference between flat and apartment?
Flat and apartment. Okay. So, see, I have seen, I also live in flat. I also live in apartments. I don't have the basic idea what is the basic difference. But I don't know. I need to search because you know what? The place where I live, some people call them flats, but it's written outside the like the name of my society is apartments. But I call them flats. I don't know. I need to search for it. I'll let you know for sure. It will also add on to my knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Sakshi, yes, you can give me the answer, dear. That
Can you repeat the question from again, please?
living in a single house, in a flat, apartment, which you think is better?
Which I think is better.
Yes, this is your perspective.
Okay. Uh, I live in a single house.
Hmm.
Right? Yeah. I think it is better because in flats, there is still disturbance. Means there are other flats. I don't have ideas about this topic now.
Okay. Try to speak more, in a better way.
Can I get 2 minutes to?
Yes. You can take 2 minutes to think about it. And I have checked it. The internet says there is no basic difference between flat and apartment. These two terms can be used like interchangeably. Yeah, they are saying these both terms. There is no difference between these two terms. Rajinder, can we have the answer from you? Sakshi is raising her hand. Rajinder, can we have the answer from you? Which you think is better? Aditya, you tell. Living in a single house, bungalow, flat, apartment, which you think is better?
Well, if I talk about myself, I think living in apartment is way better than living in a single house. Why? Because in the modern world, everyone is indulging into many activities, and we don't get much time, and we want a mental peace. And staying in an apartment where no one is going to bother you or no one is going to keep an eye on you is a better way to be in a mental peace and to focus on whatever you are working on.
Okay. Yeah, it was fine. Sakshi, can we have the answer from you now?
Point to it.
You can add point to Aditya's answer.
Contradictory.
Contradictory, it completely depends on your perspective. You can contradict it. They're not going to mark you for what your perspective is. They just want to see your English. You can contradict it.
If someone is living in a flat, they are absolutely isolating themselves from the world. So don't you think it leads to more of anxiety and depression?
That is your perspective. That is completely your perspective. You feel that they are not at all bothered about your stress, anxiety, pressure, whatever. They are just going to listen. Okay, you're using the words like stress, you're using the words like anxiety. That means that you have lexical variety. So they are not bothered about your perspective, whether you like to live in a flat, you love apartments, bungalow, whatever. You just need to be particular about what you're saying. If you're saying you like single houses, you need to prove yourself. You need to prove yourself by using the correct words. Why? By using the words like it is spacious. You could use the word, right? It is airy. And what else you
One
could?
gets connected to both ground as well as the air.
Yes. So these are the words. These are the words that that are related to this housing and apartment things. So they are not going to bother that she's having a perspective that no. So yes, Sakshi.
In my opinion, I guess the house is better in comparison to flats, as you have already told that it is more spacious and airy, and moreover, it is constructed as per your requirement, right? You are the one who is picking out all the things where you need what. So it is more convenient, and there is no, there are
Right.
n number of
Avoid you use a lot of there is a tendency of using such words. I also use some words a lot, but then I have learned my IELTS speaking from some African tutor, and she used to tutor me. I haven't learned it from someone who's Indian. So she used to point out the words like, Isha, you use the words like and these words a lot. So it's your like try to avoid if you're going to record yourself, you'll get an idea that you use a lot. That's why I always say record yourself. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so it is more spacious and it is more convenient because it is constructed as per your requirements. So I guess it's a better option in comparison to flats.
And try to guess less. You guess a lot. You started your answer by guessing. You are ending your answer by guessing. Please stop guessing.
Just means it is like.
Yes, I know you're not guessing. These are just the common, some random words which are there on our tongue. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So that's all for today. We just practiced part 1 for today. We're going to see part 2 tomorrow. And I want to know that how many of you filled your exam? Or how many of you are planning it to give it in July? Or how many of you are not even planning to give, you just, doing it for the sake of doing, for the sake of learning?
Earlier I was planning to give it in August,
Hmm.
but now I have no idea when I will be able to.
Okay, and what about you both?
I'm
So,
planning to give after like 2-3 months when I will be entering my final year of college.
and you, Sakshi?
I say I want to get prepared first. Means I don't have exam in my mind at this point of time because just I want to prepare better, means best. But whenever I will be giving it, I will be cracking it with the schools I want.
All right, all right,
I'm
all right.
ready for it.
Okay, so
May I know how many times you have appeared for the exam?
4. I have cleared all 4. Like I gave it 4. I'll be giving it again also. I have something in my mind.